Hi, I'm Julian Stavrinos.
And I'm Margarita Daskalakis.
And we're from High Functioning Family. Recently, Margarita had shared a post on Facebook how her son had gotten 100 on a test, and it was a really big deal for him. And we had gotten so many questions regarding how did she get him to study. So we had promised a video, so here it is. We're going to talk today a little bit about how to really figure out what's the best study techniques for your child.
So I would say with my son, it was really taking the time, and I would suggest you do this with any kid that you're working with, whether you're teacher, parent, getting them to find and figure out what their strengths are. I know with my son, he's a pretty good reader, so I use that to our advantage. Mm-hmm. We made flashcards, we read, stories on the subject, and we made it fun and something that he knew he was really good at. For some kids, flashcards might not work. I know with Julian's son.
I know my son really hates flashcards, but he's a very good writer. So he's a very good note taker at school, which works to our benefit. And so for him, we use that. So we use his notes, he'll review it, and then I help him going back and forth. That tends to be the method that works for us. But it took us a few different trials to get there. I know at the beginning we were really pushing him to do our traditional ways of studying, and when we finally realized that, done with the battle, what's going to work for him, he's been really successful with his way of studying.
The hard part is when it's a subject that your child may have weaknesses on. So I know one of my kids is really good at math, and the other one sort of has to work a little bit harder at it. So when it's that kind of a subject that you need to, work harder on, again, it's just really taking the time to investigate what's going to work for them. Both my kids, and I'm sure all our kids, love to be like on the iPad, on the laptop. So what we tend to use when it's a harder subject, it's like finding apps on the iPad that will enhance their skills.
iExcel, Quizlet, those are all some good ones.
Exactly. So it's finding what's going to work. There's no exact science to it. I wish there was, so it would be so much easier for all of our kids. But it's taking the time to investigate, sort of be mindful of where your kids' strengths are, build off that. What are their weaknesses, and what can you do to enhance that? And just make it fun, because
avoid the battles. Who wants to battle?
So when you figure out what works for them, they're more apt to wanting to do it. So that's our tip for today.
Leave us a message. Let us know what kind of study tips work for you. That'll definitely help other people. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.